Hello, Sandra here from AtelierVintageRose. Today I want to share with you the tutorial on how I made these ballerina bags. And I have made several now in different shapes. This is another shape which is with a round edge. It's practically the same shape but then a round in there. And this one, which is not finished yet, but is in the shape of a caravan with a handle. So you can make them any shape you like. I will just explain to you on how I made these bags. This one is a silhouette file, and that's the front is the silhouette file. But I will put some pictures from Pinterest in here that shows how you can easily take any form you like as your base. This one measures in centimeters is 13 centimeters on the bottom, and it is 5¼ inch on in inches, and it is 6¾ on the top, which is 17½ centimeters on the top, and then widthwise it is a little over 6 centimeters, which is 2½ inches. So it's not very big, but since I double every piece of paper, it is sturdy. It's sturdy enough to put stuff in. So this, it's just what you need is a front of a bag. And for that you also make one for the back side. So you make sure that you make one for this back side. And that you do twice. So you need a front with a back side. And you need, and this is my bag here, you need a back with an inside actually, because I use these papers as my inside. So that's why you need 4 of those. So just take any shape you like and just reverse one, and then you have the back side of it. And then I take one big strip of paper, and that's what this is. This is just one big strip of paper. What I do is, this one is 3½, so you take the width that you want to see, plus an inch, plus 2 times ½ inch actually. So the width I want is 2½, and then here is ½ inch, and here is ½ inch. And that's a strip of paper from my whole A4 size paper, because I do this with A4 size paper, which is 180 grams photo paper. But you can make this with any paper you like, and you just decide how high do I want my bag to be. This one is like 3¼ and then you can add the length here and the height here, and if you add all that, you know how long your strip has to be. And then what I said, the width is 2½ score this one, so this is 3½ scored on each side in ½ inch. That is my outside layer. So that's the layer that comes like this. That's that pink layer that you see on the outside. I like that because then the seams go through and you don't have to chop it off there. Sorry. Then for the inside, so that's step 1. And then for the inside, you just measure what's in between those score lines. This is 6.1. And that is about 2, how much is that? 2 and 1, 2, 3, well, 1/16 below the 2½. So you just measure how much you need. I do that by eye. I just place my paper and then I just put a score mark here, or a pencil mark here, and cut it off. You place your main piece, the bottom piece, the outside piece, on your desk like this, and what you're going to measure is half of it. So in centimeters, in my case, I come up with 14.8 centimeters, which is half of this paper. You can just fold it and mark it so you have the half of that paper. But that's what you have to do with this paper. Just mark half, and in my case it's 14.8. So did I say that right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 14.8. I just mark it with a pencil. I don't score that, because now we are going to measure our bag the same way. So I'm going to put my front piece going to turn it around because then you don't see the pencil mark. And I'm going to say, what's half of my front piece? It's 13, so 6.5 in centimeters. And you can do that in inches as well. And you put those two together like this. And what you get is the width of your bag. So what I do is I mark this one here and I mark this one here. A little bit on the outside of these of the bag. And then you are going to score them there. In my case, I want to fold it this way and I always score the other way as well. So my paper won't tear. Then I'm going to take a scissors and just, you have a T-way score line here. So I'm going to just cut away in an angle to that point. So that's just this piece that I'm going to cut out, and I'm going to do that on all 4 of those corners that you created. And then we can fold this over. So you just fold it on the score line, reinforce it, and fold this one on the score line as well. Make sure these lines are even with the sides, and then you basically have your bottom, made your bottom. Now the next step is to cut this strip. So we had that strip for the inside. So you're going to cut that on size, and then I'm going to just, I eyeball this. I'm going to see where I can cut it off, like here. And I want my pattern, if you have pattern paper, I want my pattern to go this way towards the bottom. And if I do it like this, then this one is on upside down. So that's what I'm going to correct. That's my first cut. And I'm going to glue this in this piece. So that's the inside of my bag. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. So I turned my paper, I'm going to do the very exact same thing. Now we can fold those edges over. So we are one by one going to fold the edges in. Then you are going to take the inside, this is the front, this was the inside from the front. And we are going to take the insides, here they are. And then we are going to glue them with the design paper on top. We are going to glue them on those flaps. This way and this way. The next step is to glue those 4 outside strips on the front of this one, so on the outside of the bag. So you glue it like this. And what you can do easily, is, and I don't know if that shows on camera, but if you have your flap with glue on this side, and then you just place it like this, and you slide it under, and then you hold it. That's the easiest way. I don't know if that shows. Well, I can open this one. That's the easiest way to glue those 4 things on. So first one, I do these 2, and then I glue the other 2. Because this is a round edge, you're gonna notch this in and glue that on like this. And as you can see, you have a smooth inside now. So it's one piece. And the outside is in one piece as well. And the last step is to find your piece that belongs to this side. I don't know if that's this one. No, I think that's this one. It matched better. Yep. So, and you glue that on there. So that's my back side. I'm going to glue that on. And for my back side, I also have a pocket that I want to glue on. So I just cut out the pocket that I already glued on the bottom. And I'm going to do that first, because for me that's easier. That's the same thing with the front. If you glue on the, I make a rosette on the front. And if I glue my rosette on first, it makes it a little bit easier for me. So this is what I'm going to do with this one, and then you can just push on your pocket. And that's a little bit hard if you want to push on the back. Of course it's doable, but I tend to make my decorations first and then glue this on the back. So yeah. Like that. And for the front, I make these rosette, and that's what I do with this. Is I have a strip, a decorative strip, and then I just score on every notch that's in that strip. But you can make rosettes easy. Just the strip of paper, the length of your paper, that can be 12 inch. It can be A4 size, it can be letter size. I'm using A4 size, and I am scoring it about 3/8 of an inch. And then you get a rosette like this. And the rosette is approximately, how big are you? No, not 2 3/4, I think. And the piece of paper that I'm using is, I believe it's 1 1/4. Yeah, it's 1 1/4 wide, and which is like 3 centimeters. And then the rosette will be like 7 centimeters. So I think that's a nice size for a bag like this, but you can use any size you like. So then I'm going to glue this on, and I'm going to place my rosette here, and then I am done with my bag. Then you get this as the end result. Here I punched a hole to have a dangle on it, and here I put some of these, where's the other one? Oh, there. Some of these tags in, so you can decorate it any way you like. And here is another one that I made. That's from last week, the Christmas one that I made. So the same principle, but different papers. Here is another one that's with a gingerbread and gingerbread tags. So yeah, those are my bags. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great week, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.